The future. A space where most of us will always look towards, such as what the world will look like after a decision a prominent figure has made. If you're a cynic, which is what most people are after they turn, 30? You could see nothing but dystopia for the world ahead. Proud to say that I'm the exception and was way past all that well into my 20s. The writers of Lazarus took a different approach. The world in this series is in chaos and a misfit bunch, now federal agents, turned into a task force to look for the person responsible for the state that the world is in. What did this person do? Well, this person was a scientist that created the ultimate drug. You know that itch you got on your nether regions ever since you dealt with the local bike? Wouldn't be a problem. Apparently pop one of those like it's a perk and you're good. Same for if you're severely depressed or mentally unstable in any way. Didn't mention anything about neurodivergence. They call it a miracle drug, so aside from, say, regrowing limbs, maybe that and say cancer patients are potential beneficiaries. Shit, I've said too much. Anyway, who knows? Nearly everyone took the drug anyway and the world was at peace once more, is what almost every idiot in the world thought. 3 years later, the scientist who made the drug, who disappeared after its release, came back to make the greatest shitpost of all time and then disappear again. Turns out that the medicine everyone took is a neurosleeper agent killer and is now due to kill everyone in 30 days. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't help but think that any anti-vaxxers watching the show are having a field day with this one. But now my question to you guys is, if you were in that universe, what are you doing in that limited time? No, not that tell mummy I love her kind of stuff. No, I want to know the juicy stuff. Stuff that would make you a menace to society. Let me know down in the comments. While the world is on a manhunt for the scientist responsible for the killing drug, the show focuses on a ragtag group. Our main character is a fugitive on the run and is forced against his will by the Lazarus Task Force commander to join, but in exchange for a clean slate.
We're here to save the world.
Oh, so basically we're superheroes.
That's cool. We're like the Avengers or something.
Oh great, fan service. USA representatives being the first to leave a meeting about climate change? They must be Republicans. Or just dicks. Either way, US politicians portrayed in a bad light again, is what I'd say if it wasn't accurate. I can't help but notice that the opening draws similarities to Cowboy Bebop, and the fact that both shows are in that sci-fi genre. I could go as far as to say that both main characters have some of the same elements, but I haven't fully watched the OG series in a while, so that's where my comparisons will end. The story is a simple cat and mouse plot in a sci-fi setting. Nothing world-breaking with the storytelling. This is an anime original series, so you'd be a hopeful idiot to expect otherwise. Axel, the main guy, is cool, quippy, and a smart aleck and knows his way around a lock or two. I've already said what I've said about him, so if you guys have watched Cowboy Bebop recently, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the two. Or just give me shit if you think I'm talking shit. It's okay, it's free speech. Main girl is sort of like an older sibling who's kind of abandoned her previous family. At least that's the vibe she gives me. Playful, but clearly has a dark past of sorts. She's in this kind of trade, so there shouldn't be any surprises there. But in my opinion, she's fucking rude. Christine had the audacity to say that this guy who's part of the Black Don't Crack gang was much older than he seems.
I can't believe this. Had you pegged being somewhere around 40?
40?
Valid passive crash out there. As for him, he's more than the token black guy is what I'd like to say, but he's just the token black guy that's part of the main cast, so he has more to say. He's the most straight out of all of them. Wait, is the term straight in this context offensive to liberals in 2025? Well, if it is, allow me to say it some more. Straight. Alright, we've got two more weirdos that complete the task force. They're most likely gonna end up together. And fine, there has to be at least one forming love relationship as far as the meta storytelling is concerned. Similar to the story, there's nothing inoffensive about all of them. The guys over at Mappa clearly said to the screenplay writers that we simply want something safe so that the series can be just enjoyed. And for those of you that didn't know, one of Mappa's first ever films, Maboroshi, was anything but simple. Check out my vid for more about that. So if they did in fact have that project in consideration, they're learning. They know they're going to have eyes on whatever they make because of the one big standout expectation, the animation quality. The style doesn't bring much to the table, but the way things move with such fluidity in this show is what most people look for. For a show that doesn't dazzle you with overstimulating visual effects, like anime power-ups and special moves, the quality is still up there. Again, this is Mappa, so it's pretty standard. The use of colours is pretty cool. Yeah, there are advancements as such, but that gap between rich and poor is clearly widened, with the real shitholes, where rent should be probably 100 a month, might actually be 1,000 or 2,000 a month. Because let's be honest, inflation is crap now. Imagine it in 25 years. Oh shit. 2050 is in 25 years. Music is a funny one. I said I was done with the Cowboy Bebop comparisons, but this is the last one, I promise. It's the opening. All I can really say is that while short, the genre of the opening song choice and the use of the silhouettes of the main cast reminds me of that show. Anime originals can really be a hit or miss. That show that I keep mentioning is one of the great ones. Mappa have made what should be their worst ever. Check the 2 videos I've made on that. The fact that this show has at least some of the elements that Cowboy Bebop has shows how great that series was. Whether or not it makes Lazarus worse for what it is, I'll leave that to you guys. I'm personally middle of the road with the show. It looks good, like really good. Maybe the societal and political allegory in there has your interest piqued. Maybe you are a sci-fi nerd, or you like to watch shit just move spectacularly. You should give this one a watch. With 5 episodes left at the time of recording, you'll be able to knock out the series in 2 sittings, or a day if you want to wait until next month for the series to be done. That's the end of the video. If you like what you heard, please leave a like. It helps the video get pushed around in the algorithm and I'd really appreciate it. Maybe throw in a comment about your thoughts on the show or this upload. I'll reply to those. Take care, have a blessed one, see ya.